Tandon, reading today's news related to UPSC exams. Before going into the news, I request you all to subscribe our channel. Also like, share and comment my video.
Economy. Retail inflation. Retail inflation reached slightly to 6.69% percentage in August, even as food prices continue to rule high. Food inflation in August fell marginally to 9.05% according to the Consumer Price Index data. The retail inflation, mainly taken into account by the RBI to arrive at its policy decisions, has been above the regulator's comfort level. The government has mandated the central bank to restrict the inflation at 4% plus minus 2%. Supplementary demands for grants. Finance Minister tabled the first batch of supplementary demands for grants for this financial year in the Lok Sabha. The centre has sought Parliament approval for a gross additional expenditure of rupees 2.35 lakh crore, including rupees 20,000 crore for recapitalization of public sector banks. The biggest chunk goes towards the state governments, including rupees 44,340 crore in post-devolution revenue deficit grants and rupees 2,262 crore as grants in aid for the state disaster response funds. In accordance with the interim recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission, Government has also asked for the Parliament authorization of rupees 20,000 crore for meeting expenditure towards recapitalization of public sector banks through the issue of government securities. Governance. Bill for quota in medical seats in Tamil Nadu. The State Assembly unanimously passed a bill to provide 7.5% horizontal reservation in undergraduate medical admissions on a preferential basis to government school students who have cleared the nation eligibility cum entrance test. This would apply undergraduate programs in medicine, dentistry, Indian medicine and homeopathy. It would not apply to seats under the All India quota. Essential Commodities Bill. The bill proposes to deregulate the production, storage, movement and sale of several foodstuffs including cereals, pulses, edible oils and onions, except in the case of extraordinary circumstances. The bill is meant to replace an ordinance promulgated in June in the wake of the COVID-19 lockdown. It says stock limits can only be imposed if retail prices surge 50% above the average in the case of non-perishables and 100% in the case of perishables. Government of India increases scholarship amount under Pragati and Saksham scheme for Jammu and Kashmir. The Government of India announced an increase in scholarship amount for the students of Jammu and Kashmir under the Pragati and Saksham scholarship schemes. The amount has been raised from rupees 5,000 per annum to rupees 50,000 per annum from the current academic year 2020-21. The Ministry of Education launched these schemes. It is being implemented and offered by All India Council for Technical Education to provide financial assistance for advancement of girls and supporting specially able students for technical education. The Aircraft Bill 2020. The bill gives statutory power to the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security, and the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau. The bill empowers the DGCA to levy enhanced penalties of up to rupees 1 crore from the existing rupees 10 lakh on airlines, airports, and other aviation entities. The amendments also address several regulatory shortcomings that were highlighted by the International Civil Aviation Organization and the Federal Aviation Authority. Science and Technology. China successfully launches 9 satellites into orbit by sea launch. China successfully launched a solid propellant carrier rocket from a ship in the LOC, China. It sent 9 satellites into the planned orbit and is the second one such sea-based launch mission. The 9 satellites belong to the Jilin-1 Gowafen 321 group and were launched using Long March 11 HY2, the 10th member of the Long March 11 family. Taiwan Satellite Launch Center conducted the mission. International Relations. United Nations Commission on Status of Women. India has been elected as a member of the United Nations Commission on Status of Women, a body of Economic and Social Council. India will remain a member of the prestigious body for 4 years from 2021 to 2025. United Nations Commission on Status of Women is the principal global intergovernmental body which is exclusively dedicated to the promotion of women empowerment and gender equality. UAE, Bahrain set to sign deals with Israel. The United Arab Emirates and Bahrain will become the latest Arab states to sign agreements toward normalizing relations with Israel in a strategic realignment of West Asian countries against Iran. The deals make them the third and fourth Arab states to take such steps to normalize ties since Israel signed peace treaties with Egypt in 1979 and Jordan in 1994. National Security Advisors meeting in Shanghai Cooperation Organizations. India on Tuesday responded strongly after Pakistan displayed the newly unveiled political map of the country during the meeting. Pakistan use of a fictitious map as a backdrop for its representative depicting sovereign Indian territories as part of Pakistan is a blatant violation of the SCO Charter and against all its established norms of safeguarding the sovereignty and territorial integrity of SCO member states. Pakistan on August 4 unveiled the map which depicted the entire region of Jammu and Kashmir as part of its territory. It showed Junagadh and Manavadar as part of its territorial claim. India has protested the move and described it as political absurdity.
Thank you for watching my video. Today's PPT is given in the description box. Hope you all enjoyed our channel. Once again I repeat, please subscribe our channel. Also like, share and comment my video. See you tomorrow.